Have you ever felt like something inside you changed, but you can't quite explain what it is? As if your confidence has disappeared, your energy is always drained, and your emotions are constantly out of control? If you've been in a toxic or abusive relationship, the effects may still be impacting your life, even years later, without you realizing it. The mind doesn't simply erase trauma, it buries it deep, and sometimes we only recognize the damage long after the abuse is over. Today, we're going to uncover 5 hidden effects of emotional abuse that might be shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and relationships right now. And more importantly, I'll show you how to start breaking free from them. Stay with me until the end, because recognizing these signs is the first step to reclaiming control over your life. Imagine this: you finally left a toxic relationship. Maybe it was months ago, maybe even years. At first you felt relieved, like a weight was lifted off your shoulders. But over time something didn't feel right. You started doubting yourself more, hesitating before speaking up and feeling nervous in situations where you used to be confident. Small things trigger anxiety, and you catch yourself apologizing for things that aren't even your fault. Sound familiar? This isn't just a coincidence. It's the lasting impact of emotional abuse. Many people think that once they leave an abusive situation, the damage is gone. But the truth is, emotional wounds don't heal overnight. They leave behind patterns that can affect your self-esteem, your decision-making, and even your ability to trust others. That's why today we're going to break down these hidden effects so you can finally recognize them and start healing. The first hidden effect of emotional abuse is a distorted self-image. When someone constantly criticizes you, manipulates you, or makes you feel unworthy, it changes the way you see yourself, even if you don't realize it. You might feel like you're never good enough, that you're always making mistakes, or that you don't deserve happiness. These thoughts aren't yours. They were planted by the person who mistreated you. Think about it. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like a stranger, or doubted yourself, even in situations where you know you're capable? That's because prolonged emotional abuse rewires your brain to associate your self-worth with negativity. But here's the truth. Those beliefs aren't facts. They're the echoes of past manipulation. The first step to breaking free is to challenge those thoughts. Start recognizing when you're being overly critical of yourself. Would you speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself? If not, it's time to rewrite the narrative. The second hidden effect is hypervigilance, constantly being on edge, as if something bad is always about to happen. Even in safe environments, you may feel anxious, like you're walking on eggshells. This happens because, in an abusive relationship, you were conditioned to expect sudden outbursts or emotional punishment. Your nervous system adapted to survive. This can show up in subtle ways. Maybe your heart races when you hear a certain tone of voice, or you feel tense when someone asks you a simple question. Even though the threat is no longer there, your body still reacts as if it is. But you can retrain your brain to recognize safety again. One way to start is through grounding techniques, like deep breathing, holding onto a cold object, or naming 5 things you can see, hear, and touch. These small actions remind your brain that you're not in danger anymore. The third hidden effect is difficulty trusting others. After being manipulated or lied to, it becomes hard to believe in people's intentions. You might overanalyze every word, expect betrayal, or struggle to open up emotionally. Trust doesn't just disappear, it's taken from you. And when that happens, rebuilding it feels impossible. But here's the truth. Not everyone is out to hurt you. The walls you've built to protect yourself might also be keeping you from meaningful connections. Healing doesn't mean trusting blindly. It means learning to differentiate between genuine care and manipulation. One way to start is by observing patterns rather than single actions. Someone who respects you will show consistency over time. Pay attention to that and remind yourself that trust is a choice, not a requirement. The fourth hidden effect is self-sabotage. Emotional abuse can leave you feeling unworthy of success, love, or happiness, leading you to unconsciously destroy good opportunities. You might procrastinate on important projects, push away people who care about you, or stay in situations that don't serve you because they feel familiar. This happens because abuse rewires your brain to expect failure or rejection. When something good comes along, part of you believes it's temporary or undeserved. But the truth is, you are worthy. To break the cycle, start by identifying self-sabotaging behaviors. Are you avoiding something that could improve your life? Are you rejecting support out of fear? Awareness is the first step to change. The fifth hidden effect is persistent guilt. Even when you've done nothing wrong, you might feel responsible for everything that goes wrong. This is because abusers condition their victims to take the blame, even for things beyond their control. Over time, this guilt becomes automatic, making it hard to stand up for yourself or set boundaries. If you find yourself constantly saying sorry or feeling bad for prioritizing your own needs, ask yourself, is this guilt justified, or is it a learned response? You don't owe an apology for protecting your peace. Breaking free from this mindset starts with recognizing that you deserve respect, just like anyone else. These hidden effects of emotional abuse don't just disappear on their own. They linger, shaping your thoughts and actions in ways you might not even realize. But now that you're aware of them, you have power over them. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with small steps. Challenging negative thoughts, practicing self-care, and surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. You weren't meant to live in fear, self-doubt, or guilt. The abuse tried to define you, but it doesn't have to control you anymore. You are more than what happened to you, and every step you take toward healing is proof of your strength. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, share this with them. Healing starts with awareness, and together, we can help more people break free. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, share this with them. Healing starts with awareness, and together, we can help more people break free.